Hey guys, I am back with another Blu-ray haul. Um, I'm gonna start with the non-horror titles first. Alright, so first up we have An Evening with Beverly Luff Lynn, and this film was directed by Jim Hosking, and he also directed The Greasy Strangler, which is the main reason why I decided to pick this one up. I had seen this at Walmart, but they only had the DVD, so luckily someone had the Blu-ray, and so I figured I'd give this one a shot. My buddy, he didn't like this one, but this is a weird movie. It's just as weird as The Greasy Strangler, but it's not as gross as The Greasy Strangler was. It also has a bigger name cast. You got Aubrey Plaza, Jermaine Clement, Emile Hirsch, and Craig Robinson. I can't really get into the plot of this one because it's such a weird plot, but I do like most of the cast. My buddy, I do agree with him. He felt that Craig Robinson was miscast, and he probably was. He's not as funny as he normally is, but I really did enjoy Aubrey Plaza's performance in this, and also Jermaine Clement and Emile Hirsch. He's kind of weird in this one too. This is such a weird film. Um, Not much more I could say about it. All right, next up we have Double Dragon, and this is a MVD release. Trying to get as many of these as possible. Although I heard that there was some problems with the Nemesis release where the audio wasn't right, so I have to take a look at that. Um, this film, I know it's not very good. It's one of those based on a video game type movies, and I used to love playing the Double Dragon game back in the day when I was young. So it was kind of odd that they made a film out of that game. But anyways, so this one has Robert Patrick, Mark Dukakis, who's also going to be in John Wick 3, Scott Wolf, and a very young Alyssa Milano. And I guess she kind of look. I like her hairstyle in this one. You can see a picture here. She's got the short haircut. The leaders are blonde in this one. There's a lot of special features on this release, so I'm really looking forward to checking this one out. I guess they get into the production problems with this movie. But I know this is not supposed to be a good movie, but I couldn't pass it up. They put it in a nice package, and this, when it was on DVD, it was out of print for a very long time. I almost spent $17 on a full frame DVD a few years ago. I'm glad I didn't pick that up now because I've been a waste of money. All right, now on to the horror titles. All right, we have the Suspiria remake. I really did enjoy this one. I know Nick, the Last Shoe Gazer, really likes this film. This is so different from Suspiria. They could have actually called this something else, but I still enjoyed this one a fair bit. This is a very long movie. It's almost an hour longer than the original Argento film. And it's so weird now that we live in a world where there's actually a remake to Suspiria. This is very odd. I was actually upset with this release. This is a Canadian edition, and it's bare bones. There's no special features on this, unfortunately. The U.S. release has 3 special features, but I looked into that, and they're only 4 minutes apiece, so it's basically 12 or 13 minutes worth of special features, and it's all fluff stuff. What I really would have liked is if they'd actually put the soundtrack for this movie with the Blu-ray release of this, because I really do like Tom York's score for this movie, especially the theme song, I think Suspirium. So, which is a shame. Maybe I'll go ahead and buy the soundtrack and make my own special edition for this one. All right. Next up, we have Overlord, and I know Leo from Geek Legion of Doom reviewed this one, and this was a blind buy for me. I bought it based on the strength of his review. I actually really enjoyed this one, and his thoughts from this one were actually spot on for this movie. In fact, if you haven't seen it, I'll put a link to Leo's review for this movie in the description box so you can check it out. This is a war movie, and it's kind of like a Nazi zombie thing, like out of like Call of Duty or something like that, like the little side games you can play on that, where these guys they have this mission, they got to blow up some kind of tower, but it turns out that within the tower they're doing experiments to make super soldiers. This is a really cool movie. This movie should have been a hit, but it was largely ignored last fall when it came out. Really did enjoy this one, and I'm looking forward to watching this one again. So that's Overlord. Flip it around. Now we got a couple of Vinegar Syndrome releases. As you can see here, got my hands on Cutting Class. I was actually going to review this a couple weeks ago for the Horror Man Slashback Challenge, but I was so sure that everyone was going to do it because Brad Pitt's in this one, along with Jill Schoen. I still haven't watched this one yet. May do that next weekend. So I heard mixed things about this one, but this is uncut, which is cool. Oops, there's the back. This one, however, I did watch. There's Nothing Out There. Really did enjoy this one. It's such a weird movie. It's this weird alien creature comes to this small area and starts attacking these people in this cabin. This is such a weird movie. This is the creature there. Such a weird looking design for that. But this movie's pretty cool. I did enjoy this one. It's, you know, so bad it's good, but I think it was meant to be that way, which is kind of weird because usually it doesn't work out when they try to do so bad it's good kind of films. So There's Nothing Out There. All right. Next, you got You Might Be the Killer, and I picked this one up because I got it for cheap. I was really on the fence with this one because I think this was a sci-fi original movie or something like that. So there's no swearing in it or no nudity. A couple good kill scenes in it. I did enjoy this one though for what it was. I think this guy here, I think he was in Cabin in the Woods, and then you got Allison Hannigan there from Buffy. So I don't know. I did like the idea with this one. I wonder what Andrew Balna would think of this movie if you were to watch it, because it's kind of got that Friday the 13th flavor there. This is a horror comedy. All right, next we got Dead Ant. Picked this one up too because it was fairly cheap. I still haven't watched this one yet. Hoping this one is good. I know Sean C. Phillips has a cameo in this one, and it's one of the more recent ones because he's thin in this as opposed to the other movies I have with him in it where he's heavier. But hopefully this one's a decent watch. And last up for this haul, we got Scream Factory double feature, Naked Vengeance and Vendetta. Really looking forward to watching these. I really wanted these two. There's nothing on these things, so they're bare bones. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time.